Hello and welcome to Sri Raj IS. My name is Shashank Roy and we are here with a new topic, and this topic is related to wedding and weight loss. Shadi ka season. We all know that India is known for its lavish spending on marriages. Indian marriages are fat weddings. Fat wedding means we spend billions of dollars for makeup, decoration, and entire economy runs around this marriage, right? But there is a problem. The problem is related to the abuse of weight loss drug during marriage season. If the boy or the girl, if the bride and groom both are heavy, or if they are obese, if they are fat, what are they doing? They are using the diabetes related medicine for the weight loss, which is becoming a great problem, and it may lead to a health emergency. So let's talk about this article. You may have seen these posters. These are random posters taken, random pictures taken from the Google social media profiles. Look at this one. We all know the lavish expenses that we incur during marriages. But the Indian Express report says that India home to world's second largest diabetes population in 2024 according to study. India has the highest burden of second largest burden of diabetes population. Now another article says diabetes epidemic in India is is fueled by these foods, first of its kind ICMR study. The third article published in The Hindu says that India's diabetes epidemic is making India's TB epidemic worse. So what the point I want to drive home is, the point is that diabetes, India has a second largest case loads related to diabetes. Now, there's a medicines related to diabetes, and that is GLP-1. Earlier, it was under license, but after 20 years, this is free, and now GLP's generic version is there in the market. Now, obesity is a prime concern for diabetic people. So what is happening? This GLP-1 medicine is being used not for controlling diabetes or sugar related problem, for the weight loss, and especially by the bride and groom if they are not properly in shape and size, because they are more concerned about how will they look in front of camera. So here it is. This is what is happening when people are taking this GLP drug just to reduce their fat, though they are not diabetic. They're not diabetic. They want to reduce their fat so that they can look skinny, they can look fit during marriages. So before they used to look fine, but after hollowed appearance, sunken cheeks due to fat loss, signs of aging. So so there is an abuse of this medicine. Look at this one. UPSC syllabus says GS Paper 2, Governance and Social Justice, Public Health Regulation, Drug Misuse and Regulatory Role. What is the role of different institutions in controlling the abuse of this medicine? Role of government agencies in controlling pharmaceuticals. In GS Paper 1, Society. This is related to social pressure, beauty standards, and consumer culture. Impact of social media on behavior. GS Paper 3, Science and Technology, Health, New Medical Technology, GLP-1 drugs, and in ethics, issues in biotechnology and medicine. So this article is not a simple article. This article is multi-pronged. It is integrated to GS Paper 2, GS Paper 1, and GS Paper 3. Now let's talk about this problem. India witnesses an enormous wedding ecosystem, approximately 8 to 10 weddings to take place annually, and 22,000 to 2,700 crores, 2,700 weddings happen in India daily. Now, these are not just personal ceremonies, they are social spectacles. Thousands of guests are there, social media visibility, cultural expenses are, expectations are there. People are going for the destination wedding as well as spending millions of dollars there. Now, transformation in behavior, wedding has become a performance event, and appearance has become more important for social validation. Nobody wants to look bad when they are becoming a bride or a groom. Everyone wants to look like a king or the princess, and that's truth as well. And that, and everyone should think like that, because this is once in a lifetime opportunity. But there is a risk behind it. When you go for the social validation, when your wedding becomes a performance event, the problem is social pressure is driving medical decisions. Instead of going for the cardio workout, instead of going for the diet control, instead of going for calorie deficit, these bride and grooms are going for the GLP-1 medicine, and they are using it for what? They are using it for the fat burning. This medicine was invented only for the diabetic people, but there is an abuse of this medicine because of these people who have a who needs a social validation for their appearance, and for whom the wedding is a performance event. Now, warning is social validation is replacing health based decision making. Now, the core module, GLP-1 drug. What this drug is all about? GLP-1 is glucagon-like peptide 1, is a natural hormone that slows digestion. When the digestion is slow, you eat less. Now, increase insulin production and creates feeling of fullness. So, what is that? These drugs mimic GLP-1, which reduces appetite and leads to weight loss, but that is only for the diabetic people. Now, originally designed for obesity and diabetes treatment, now it has become a handy tool for the people to get into a shape at a very short time. Now, the cost revolution and accessibility. The patent of this medicine was expired in March 2026. Now, whenever a drug is discovered, right, this drug discovery leads to patenting of that medicine for 20 years. Why? Because in these 20 years, this medicine company will gain their cost of research and development. After 20 years, their license will be over, and these medicines will be available for generic manufacturing. So it has lost its license, and it is made by generic manufacturers. Now, price transformation. Earlier, when it was under patented regime, it was costing 8,800 to 20,000 rupees per month, but now it is costing 1,500 to 5,000 rupees per month. So it has become accessible. Now, lower cost is leading to higher access and higher misuse, and accessibility without awareness is leading to public health risk. Now, medical guidelines and misuse. Official guidelines of this medicine says that these drugs are recommended only if your body mass index is above 30. Your BMI is more than 30 or more than that. BMI, if your BMI is 27 with diabetes, right? Only in these conditions you should use. But the pattern that we are watching here, used for 3 to 4 kg weight loss, wedding appearance enhancement. People are not paying attention to the warning. If you have a BMI of over 30, right, body mass index, if you have a BMI of 30, it means that you are obese, you are fatty, right? Your waistline might be bigger. So in that situation, only you should take it, and that too after consulting with the doctor. But if the girl and boys, if the bride and groom, if they are thinking that their waistline is bigger, they are looking fatty, they will not look good in sherwani or bandgala sherwani or lehenga. What they are doing, they are using this medicine for reducing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kgs of weightage. Now, the conflict is the medical necessity versus cosmetic desire. Now, this medicine was made with the medical necessity, but people are using it for cosmetic desire, just for appearance, just for social validation. Social validation because their pics are being liked at Instagram or Facebook or any other social media profile. Health sciences being overridden by social demand, and which is leading to cosmetic misuse of medical drugs, and it is creating a systematic health crisis among the youngsters. Now, short term effect will be nausea, vomiting, and dizziness, and severe risk will be pancreatitis. It may damage your natural hormone production in your pancreas. Kidney damage, thyroid cancer, or gallstone can also take place because of the side effect of this medicine. Now, unique phenomena is Ozempic face, hollow, unhealthy appearance. You might have seen various Bollywood personalities such as Ram Kapoor or Anupam Kher or many other film personalities. All of a sudden, they've started looking with sunken cheeks or the fatless body. Why is it happening? This is because of misuse of Ozempic. In marriage ceremony, there is also a term Ozempic wedding. Ozempic wedding. What is that Ozempic wedding? The bride and grooms are using Ozempic medicine or GLP-1 medicine before their marriage just for the weight loss, to get into a proper shape and for the social validation. So the medicine which was invented for the medical purposes to deal with the critical situations, now that medicine is being used, misused, and abused for the social validation, to look great for the appearance. So the weight loss is not health improvement. That is the problem. So the warning is long-term effects are still unknown of this drug, but societal and ethical dimensions. Deeper issue, this is not just about drug, it reflects the body image pressure, social media influence, and instant gratification culture among the youth. The critical question is, marriage is a lifetime commitment or an Instagram moment? What if you look good during your marriage, but as soon as you stop using this medicine, after 3 4 months, if you start looking fat once again, what will happen? Will you abandon your husband or wife? Or will you start criticizing, or will you force your spouse to remain in the shape come what may? Whether you take by hook or by crook, will that be justified? So, what exactly are we doing? Why are we putting our risk for a momentary pleasure? For few hours of glam and glitter may lead to a devastating consequences with regards to your hormones. So what is the need to do that? So this is also related to ethics, the why there is a body image pressure, why the boys and girls are so much concerned about their body, which is known as body dysmorphia, social media influence, and instant gratification culture. Society is equating appearance with the success, and cultural shift from health to aesthetic. Looking appearance has taken a center stage instead of health and the reality. Now, India's dimension, why this matters? Because GLP-1 or Ozempic wedding is leading to public health burden. There are challenges related to regulatory and ethical governance issues. So this is it in this article. We'll get back to you with some more articles. Thank you so much. Wish you a wonderful day ahead. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.